Today, the former Mexico high school band director pleaded guilty to having sexual contact with a student. Good evening, everyone. I'm Jem Reek.
And I'm Savannah Rudisell. 43-year-old Robert Cortez gave a ride to a student and inappropriately assaulted him in the car September of last year. The student reported what had happened the next morning. Cortez is charged with 2 counts of sexual contact with a student, but he is currently suing Mexico Public Schools for wrongful termination. However, his guilty plea makes his lawsuit against the school questionable.
Big question is whether he still has a case, if you will. In other words, can he claim that he was wrongfully terminated from his employment because there wasn't adequate evidence at the hearing when now he's pled guilty?
Then when you plead guilty to the criminal charge based on the same set of facts, I think in my mind, it would be difficult to appeal that.
The Mexico School District released a statement today saying it has zero tolerance for policy in regards to inappropriate behavior between staff and minors. The administrative hearing for his lawsuit against the school is in November. His sentencing is scheduled for early December. A new circuit court judge was sworn in today in Boone County. KMUH's Claire Kopsky is in the studio with why this young judge welcomes all to the courtroom.
Brock Jacobs was sworn in today as the Division I Circuit Judge for the 13th Circuit. Starting Monday, Jacobs will preside over Boone and Callaway County criminal and civil cases. Governor Greitens appointed Jacobs a week ago to the position. Jacobs replaces Christine Carpenter, who retired after serving in the position for 18 years. Carpenter was 51 when sworn in. Jacobs is 34. When asked about how he intends to ensure everyone is considered equally in the courtroom, Jacobs encouraged the public to take advantage of the open door policy.
As a judge, I have to listen to both parties, and you have to listen fairly. You don't come into it with a preconceived decision made. You listen to the parties, you hear their arguments, and then you make the decision.
Jacob's father was at the ceremony this afternoon and said he knows his son is excited to be in the courtroom. He said he trusts Jacobs will be of good service to the community he loves. In the studio, Claire Kopsky, KMUH News.
1,600 Ashland patients were told this week their information might have been compromised. In August, a hacker got into the Namaste healthcare server. The attack installed ransomware on a database. It might have included names, addresses, and social security numbers. The business manager thinks the hacker was after something other than patient information.
Well, I think they just wanted the ransom. Our IT guys were smart enough to respond as if it was a private individual's computer, and I think they might not have known that it was a clinic. I think the point was to lock down the system and get paid.
The ransom was half a Bitcoin, or about $2,500. The company is offering a year of free ID monitoring to affected patients.
It's Buckle Up, Phone Down Day in Jefferson City. The initiative encourages drivers to wear seatbelts and avoid using their phones when behind the wheel. 946 people were killed in 2016 in traffic crashes. 63% of those were unbuckled. Central Rank is one of the businesses in Missouri that accepted the challenge.
So many people think that they can multitask, and you can't. And what that does is it could lead to lifetime consequences.
Anyone wanting to accept the challenge can find a link at KOMU.com. Mizzou's homecoming is tomorrow, and a chance for rain is possible. Let's check in with Megan to see if it'll stay sunny for the homecoming festivities.
Thank you, Savannah. We do have a chance for some rain and thunderstorms later in the day on Saturday, but temperatures are going to be even warmer than they were today. Today they were at 73 degrees. That is above average for this time of year by 7 degrees. And for rainfall-wise, we are doing very well for the year and for the month as well, but we do have even more rain in our forecast. We did have a couple of showers on our satellite and radar earlier today, but we are clear now heading into the evening, and we do look to remain clear as well. Temperatures are in the mid-60s all throughout mid-Missouri, 67 here in Columbia. Winds have really picked up most areas above 10 miles per hour. Those winds are coming out of the south, bringing in even warmer air. For tomorrow, it is going to be a toasty day for Mizzou homecoming, 78 degrees, and it will be breezy as well. We have a chance for some rain and storms Saturday into Sunday morning. I'll keep you updated on those coming up.
Thanks, Megan. A group of American doctors and nurses are volunteering in Puerto Rico, where the medical system remains in critical condition. Hospitals and cities throughout the territory continue to struggle from the destruction caused by Hurricane Maria. Volunteers brought around 30,000 pounds of medical supplies and are providing medical attention to remote areas of the region.
The medical need is great. I mean, these people that we're seeing every day, they don't have means to get to a doctor. Like, we are coming up into the mountains and coming to them.
The group includes medical professionals from California, Texas, Florida, and more.
The U.S. budget deficit increased by nearly $1 billion this year. It's now $666 billion. The Congressional Budget Office says the debt is unsustainable because of costs to an aging baby boomer generation. The GOP tax plan would cut government revenue. Critics worry it wouldn't help lower the deficit. Several immigration groups say the Department of Homeland Security did not properly notify DACA recipients to renew their memberships, but the department disagrees. President Trump set March 5th, 2018 as the last day for DACA. Protection from deportation and work permission expired October 5th for more than 20,000 immigrants.
New information on the circumstances of the U.S. soldiers who were killed in Niger. Sergeant LaDavid Johnson's body was found nearly a mile away from where the ambush happened. Officials have said that as the investigation continues, more info could emerge on what really happened. Senator Lindsey Graham says these attacks should be contained quickly.
Well, their threats to us and our allies, they want us to deal with it. They don't want another 9/11. We don't want the next 9/11 to come from Niger.
Graham said more counterterrorism decisions will be made outside the White House and in the field. He also said the U.S. is not ruling out using lethal force on anyone in a terrorist group. Somalia's president is expected to announce a state of war against al-Shabaab, an extremist group responsible for the country's deadliest terror attack. A car bomb killed 358 people this past Saturday, and dozens are still missing. The United States is expected to help Somalia with the counterterrorism plan. The military plans to target areas where deadly attacks on Somalia's capital are launched. A Minnesota mosque was the target of vandalism this morning as it continues to recover from a bombing this summer. Law enforcement says the Islamic Center was burglarized and vandalized. There's currently no information that suggests a connection between this incident and the August bombing. Police are still searching for suspects in both investigations.
Later in the show, a documentary shows the obstacles journalists face today.
Track storms wherever you are. Download the free KOMU8 Weather and Traffic app for your phone and tablet.
Discover Serta's latest iComfort Memory Foam Sleep System or newly redesigned Perfect Sleeper. Find a local retailer at CertaRetailers.com.
Visit a participating retailer at America's Mattress and Eldon Furniture Company.
You push yourself every day. Tempur-Pedic helps you recover every night. Only Tempur material precisely conforms to your body for up to twice as much pressure relieving power, so you won't toss and turn. And you'll wake up feeling powerful.
Now at Slumberland, register to win a $10,000 shopping spree when you take a Tempur-Pedic rest test. Plus, get an Amazon Echo household or a $300 Visa card with purchase. Pay no interest for 6 years on qualifying sets. Slumberland, it's a good life.
My goal now is to eventually own my own business and have a clothing emporium or my own store online. My boyfriend, he has 2 siblings that went to Bryan University, and he's like, hey, you should check this school out. It worked around my schedule like perfect. I could go to school year-round and I could finish and get my degree faster. Whenever I'm there, I feel like the teachers really care about you. Because of the training I received at Bryan University, I know now that I can reach my dreams.
Does Pearl Motor Company really treat everybody like family? Listen to our customers.
Pearl Motor Company is always a great experience for us.
I've been buying cars here for 57 years.
The service was amazing.
I didn't feel pressure at all, and that's what I really liked.
Pearl Motor Company is absolutely the best.
This month, find new roads in a Silverado or GMC Sierra with over $10,500 off. Or take home this Buick Enclave at over $11,800 off at Pearl Motor Company.
They make everyone feel like family.
Do you worry about going to the dentist? Well, relax. The Carefree Dental Card is now available in your area. Call the number on your screen and we'll send your actual card at no cost today. With the Carefree Dental Card, you go to the dentist whenever you need and you instantly pay a lot less. From exams and cleanings to more expensive procedures, they're all included with the Carefree Dental Card. The Carefree Dental Card is just $15.95 a month, and everyone in your household can use the same card.
Call the number on the screen. Representatives are standing by to assist you.
Discover Serta's latest iComfort memory foam sleep system or newly redesigned Perfect Sleeper. Find a local retailer at CertaRetailers.com.
Visit a participating retailer at America's Mattress and Eldon Furniture Company.
The First Alert Weather Cam is brought to you by the law firm of Harper, Evans, Wade, and Nettemeyer. We will fight for you.
Welcome back to KOMU 8 News at 9. We're looking out over our state's capital throughout the day today. We did see a little bit more sunshine in the morning hours than we did in the afternoon. Cloud cover quickly took over and did build in as the day progressed. Temperatures were in the lower to mid-70s all throughout mid-Missouri, and we even saw a couple of sprinkles throughout mid-Missouri heading into the evening hours, but those have cleared out now. We are looking at a mainly dry night tonight. A look at your temperatures across the board right now. We're at 67 here in Columbia. That's an average high temperature for this time of year, but if you look out west, temperatures are much cooler over in the blue. That is a sign of what's to come over the next couple of days. They're behind a cold front, and we are going to see that cold front roll through tomorrow night. Our temperature trends, we are going to be very warm for Saturday. For our homecoming, 78 degrees. That is 13 degrees above average for this time of year. With that, we do have a chance for some rain and storms overnight, but we will fall to 64 behind that cold front. For Monday, we will be very seasonal at 69 degrees, and next week, big changes are to come. Temperatures will be almost on the cool side in the 50s for the rest of next week, really, which is a huge change from what we've been seeing. We've been seeing temperatures in the 70s, but they will fall back to the 50s, so it's about a 20-degree jump. On satellite and radar right now, we can see where some of those showers were earlier. We're mainly just experiencing cloud cover right now, and some of that is going to stick around into the morning hours. The big story, however, that is this cold front out to our west with this low pressure attached to it. That is going to slide across the country over mid-Missouri by tomorrow night. That is going to be our weather maker for tomorrow. Our severe weather outlook. We are at a slight risk for some severe weather here in most of mid-Missouri. For part of mid-Missouri, more to the east side towards St. Louis is in a marginal. But with that means that with those storms that we'll see after 7 p.m., our threat is mainly just high winds. Rainfall that we could accumulate is up to 1.5 inches. It's been a rainy October so far, and it's not over yet. Let's take a look at our precipcast to see what tomorrow is supposed to be like. For the parade at 7:30 a.m. for Mizzou's homecoming, we are expecting a mix of sun and clouds. Some of that cloud cover is going to stick around throughout the day. For kickoff, we are looking at pretty much the same as we are for the homecoming parade, and as the evening progresses, we're going to see more cloud cover start to build in. Take a look at this cold front off to our west. Along that, some thunderstorms are really going to start bubbling up around 9 p.m. over by Kansas City. That is going to push into mid-Missouri by the later evening hours, and that is where we could see some of those stronger to severe thunderstorms and rain behind that as well. Rain is going to stick with us into the morning hours for Sunday, and Sunday morning, that rain is going to start to taper off. We're looking at a mainly cloudy Sunday, but some of that cloud cover could taper off later into the afternoon. Tonight, mostly cloudy, 60 degrees. We are going to only cool off just a couple more degrees to hit our low for tonight. Winds will still be pretty gusty out of the south at 5 to 15 miles per hour. For tomorrow, we will hit a high temperature of 78 degrees. That is much above average for this time of year. You can expect a partly sunny day and dry for most of the homecoming festivities, but gusty, gusts up to 25 miles per hour. Here's a detailed look at your Mizzou homecoming forecast. For the parade, we're looking at 62 degrees. And by kickoff for the game, 73. At the end of the game, it will be toasty at 78 degrees, but again, very dry all throughout the day. That rain chance does come in the later evening hours, especially after 9 p.m. That rain is going to start to move into our area, and over the next couple of days, big changes are to come. Temperatures in the 60s for Sunday and Monday. Next week, look at that, temperatures in the 50s even.
You know, as long as that rain can hold off until the parade, the game's over, I think we can handle that.
Yes, should be a good day for Mizzou homecoming.
All right, Megan, thank you very much.
Columbia rises to the top thanks to recent decisions by city leaders.
Columbia reports a perfect score. That's after the break.
I'm sorry, so sorry.
Sometimes pets make mistakes, but the Stainmaster Pet Protect carpet and cushion system is designed to help prevent pet stains, reduce pet odor, and easily release pet hair. So put Pet Protect in your home and let your pets be pets.
Come visit Stover's Flooring and Drapery Center, serving mid-Missouri for over 60 years on Paris Road in Columbia.
What does it take to be named the top television station in Missouri? An unwavering commitment to journalism excellence,
Reporting live in downtown Columbia.
community service, and industry leadership.
The moon covering up the sun's light.
KOMU 8 has been recognized as Station of the Year by the Missouri Broadcasters Association. It's an honor we share with you. We're proud to serve you, to share your stories, and to stand side by side with you to make our communities stronger. Thank you for trusting us for coverage you can count on. The KOMU 8 News app is brought to you by Huber & Associates, smarter IT solutions for business. Download in the App Store or Google Play.
Woodman Engineering has been family-owned for over 85 years, servicing, repairing, and installing furnaces in Jefferson City and the surrounding communities with reliable service and fair pricing. Woodman specializes in residential and light commercial and is a Carrier Factory authorized dealer. Your home's comfort keeper. Visit woodmanengineering.com.
An annual Mid-Missouri tradition. Visit CallawayFarms.com for complete details.
Woodman Engineering has been family-owned for over 85 years, servicing, repairing, and installing furnaces in Jefferson City and the surrounding communities with reliable service and fair pricing. Woodman specializes in residential and light commercial and is a Carrier Factory authorized dealer. Your home's comfort keeper. Visit woodmanengineering.com.
On this homecoming weekend, a look back 2 years ago, Mizzou's 2015 protest made national headlines. Now a filmmaker wants to document what happened. KOMU8's Jasmine Willis is here in the studio. She tells us about the film and why journalists say it's very important.
That's right, Jim. The documentary is about the importance of the freedom of the press and journalists' First Amendment right. The director says the film is inspiring because it shows MU journalists are not backing down.
There are a lot of antagonistic forces coming against reporters.
The documentary, Fight for the First, focuses on how protesters use social media to control their message during the 2015 protests at MU, as well as how paid political officials try to circumvent the media. The director says the story has become more relevant to tell recently.
It's become unprecedented in terms of how much the media has been attacked in the past, several months. The film is primarily about how young student journalists are approaching their careers as journalists in the Trump era.
Documentary student Olivia Jacobson says the 2015 protests were a really interesting time to be a journalism student at MU.
I think it raised a lot of good questions about how First Amendment rights should be covered, and it was a really interesting time to be learning from those experiences as a student. So I'll be interested to see how they approach it and how they cover what the media coverage is like.
Dylan Jackson is an editor for The Missourian and was in the documentary.
We've had problems getting a hold of the governor and general access problems as we're going along reporting.
Jackson says,
the biggest thing is just humanizing reporters. I think a lot of the problems with the kind of pull and push against the press is that a lot of people don't see reporters as just people trying to do their job.
The film will premiere in Washington, D.C. next month at the Meet the Press AFI Inaugural Film Festival. In the studio, Jasmine Willis, KOMU8 News.
The City of Columbia reports it earned a perfect score on the Municipal Equality Index. It looks how city laws, policies, and services affect the LGBTQ community. The index is part of the Human Rights Campaign, which represents the LGBTQ community nationwide. It rated Columbia on inclusion, training, bathrooms, and health care.
The criteria is really helpful because it's one of those things you don't really know what you're missing until you know what you're missing. And so we're able to take some of the criteria from Human Rights Campaign and make sure that our city is being as inclusive as we can to all kinds of people.
Hum says the city will continue to work for a more inclusive environment.
You may have seen posts on social media this week with the words "Me Too." Now thousands are posting their personal stories on how they've experienced sexual harassment. Some say conversations about this issue should be held every day so young children know how to respond. Columbia City employees and residents came together to give the community a facelift. Today, Operation Clean Streets was at McKee Street Park to improve this park and the surrounding area. City employees and some residents took the day off of their regular jobs to go pick up trash, clean out vegetation, and paint street markings. The city's neighborhood service manager says the community appreciates the cleanup effort.
You can look at this park and see that our staff here today have made a huge difference, and we can look at the street and see that it just looks so much better, and we can see that a lot of trash has been picked up as well.
Operation Clean Streets will serve another neighborhood in the spring. The cleaning crew will also put dumpsters in the area to reduce littering. The regular season is over, so it's time to win or go home for football teams around Missouri.
Week 10 of Friday Night Fever. We've got scores and highlights coming up next in sports.
At Busenbark, our warehouse is big. I mean really big, but sometimes you just got to clear it out.
That's right, Tracy. Come to Busenbark Flooring and Granite for a warehouse sale that is bigger than big. We're chopping our margins on hardwood flooring, carving the cost of natural stone, polishing prices on ceramic tile, granite countertops, and cabinets. We're cutting our carpeting, lessening our laminate, and devaluing our vinyl. All current stock is reduced.
So come to Busenbark Flooring and Granite, where we'll be forking over the great deals. At Busenbark's, we're going to floor you.
You compost because you care about the earth and growing things. Bluebird Premium Compost is certified organic and produced right here in mid-Missouri. We're supporting recycling by keeping tons of organic waste out of local landfills. Our compost is prized for its richness. That's why Bluebird is the choice of top commercial landscapers.
At Columbia Land Care, we rely on quality Bluebird compost to keep our color displays looking beautiful year-round.
Look for the Bluebird Premium Compost.
Hi, I'm Ursula James, owner of Beauty Rest Sleep Gallery. We're having a trade-in your old mattress sale. During the month of October, you can take your old mattress set and trade it in for cash money to go towards a brand new mattress. Choose a new Beauty Rest or Serta mattress and we'll take up to $200 off your new set. We'll also deliver that new mattress for free and haul off your old set. Come visit us at Beauty Rest Sleep Gallery, where we've been locally owned and operated for 26 years in Columbia. Wake up and be happy.
Closed captioning during KOMU 8 News is brought to you by Mawkins.com. Shop thousands of vehicles on sale. Now, from the Ford Sports Desk, KOMU 8 Sports.
Hi, everyone. It is week number 10 of Friday Night Fever, which marks the first week of district playoffs around the state. We begin our coverage with the 8-1 Rockbridge Bruins hosting the Francis Howell Central Spartans. The Bruins handled the Spartans in every aspect of this ball game. It started with senior linebacker Drew Boswell sacking the Francis Howell Central quarterback. Later in that drive, the defense steps it up again. K'Wan Collins makes one of his two interceptions in the first half. That set up a short touchdown pass. Trevor Tweehouse to Marcus Manuel for the score. 20-0 Bruins at this point. And that was just a warm-up for Tweehouse, though, as he would drop back and go long. Downfield to his running back, Nate Peet. 27-zip in favor of the Bridge. After the next Spartan drive, they punted to Manuel, who took the rolling ball all the way back for a touchdown. 41-0 Bruins, and they roll 61-6 to victory. On the scoreboard now, Jefferson City's season is about to end as Blue Springs is blasting the Jays in the fourth quarter over in the Kansas City area. Elsewhere tonight, Hickman, what a battle at Belton, but the Cupies have to rally late or their season will end. Moving along, it's Helias handling Wentzville Liberty without much trouble. The Crusaders set to advance. Moberly advances with a victory by 9 over the Kirksville Tigers. The Mexico Bulldogs by 10 late in that game with Christian, and it is Southern Boone County putting it to Fulton. That is now a final. The Eagles flying high past the Hornets as they move on into state playoffs. Highlights of all these games and more coming up at 10 over on Channel 8. The Missouri volleyball team at the Hearn Center tonight hosting Georgia in SEC play. Tigers lost to Tennessee. Sunday was through no fault of Courtney Eckenrode and Kira Larson. Both had a double-double in Knoxville. Here's Larson with a kill. She led the Tigers with 13 kills and 2 aces tonight. Georgia setter Megan Donovan returned home from homecoming. She's from St. Louis and lays out for the dig, which led to a Georgia point. Bulldogs got out to a quick lead in the first set. And later, it's 23-21 Georgia. Kayla Caffey does not help Missouri's cause. A service error gives Georgia the point and sets up set point. And then Gilliam Sidney with the service error for Georgia. But the Dogs hang on to win that opening set, and then they breeze past Missouri, sweeping the Tigers in 3 straight. The University of Missouri Athletic Department inducted 6 new members into its Hall of Fame this evening. Former Tiger wrestler Mark Ellis, a national champion. Former baseball catcher Tim Laudner, who played in the big leagues with the Twins, along with former gymnast Adrian Perry, and former football players Dennis Pope and Sean Weatherspoon, along with former softball player Ray Taylor, make up the class of 2017. That's sports.
Introducing the Dream Suite experience at Slumberland, the ultimate place to test drive a mattress. Best brands, best price. Save over $1,000 on this Sealy Plush Queen set, just $597. Slumberland, it's a good life.
Midway Antique Mall, it's the biggest one of them all. With over 60,000 square feet of space. Let me tell you, brother, you won't believe this place. Bring your daughter, bring your son to I-70 at 121. We're open every day, so come and have a ball at the Midway Antique Mall.
I'm looking for my perfect match. The new Dream Suite experience at Slumberland, the ultimate place to test drive a mattress and find your perfect match. Slumberland, it's a good life.
I'm thinking happily ever after.
The Navy celebrated its 242nd birthday in true nautical style by sailing its oldest commissioned warship after it was restored. The USS Constitution set sail from Boston to Fort Independence, a nearby island. The USS Constitution is also called Old Ironsides and was in the War of 1812. Coming up on KOMU 8 News at 10, it's Week 10 of Friday Night Fever. Our pick game, Helias hosting Wentzville Liberty.
We'll have highlights from that game and 13 others if you join us at 10.
Here's another look at your homecoming forecast for Mizzou tomorrow. It does look to be dry during the day as we warm up to 78 degrees, but by the evening we could see some showers and thunderstorms overnight. Some of those could be strong. Wind gusts being strong is our main concern with those, but next week we do return to seasonal conditions and actually below average as well.
Special thanks to the folks at Helias High School for their Friday Night Fever hospitality. Ray Hinch's Stadium, an impressive place to play football.
Yeah, beautiful facility, great hospitality, and a big win tonight for Helias.